We are now going to look at finding an unknown angle given the trig ratio. This is on page 84 of your workbook. Now the buttons immediately above your sine, cos and tan functions on your calculator can be used to help you work out the size of an angle. In order to do this, we will make use of the shift button on the calculator. So let's try the examples on page 84. In each of the following, we are asked to determine the size of the angle rounded correct to 1 decimal place. Firstly, we are given that sine of theta is equal to 0,5. This is a Greek letter, and in this case it's theta, and we use different letters from the Greek alphabet to name our angles that we are looking for. So if sine of theta is 0,5, the angle that I'm looking for, which is theta, I'm going to have to work that out using the buttons on my calculator. So all we do is we call up the calculator, once again make sure it's in degree mode, and we start by working with the shift button. So we hit shift. The ratio we are interested in here is sine, so I go shift, hit the sine button, you get sine to the -1 coming up, and then we put in the ratio, which is 0,5, and then the result is an angle. So therefore, theta has a value of 30 degrees. Your angles will always be in terms of degrees. So what that really means is that on your calculator, in order to get a ratio of 0,5, you've got to say sine of 30 degrees. Okay, let's look at part 2. Here, 2 cos of alpha is equal to 0,8. Now, it is not possible to get to alpha immediately. We need just the trig ratio in front of the alpha, so therefore we divide both sides by 2, and we get cos alpha is equal to 0,4. And in order to find alpha, once again, we're going to use our calculator. So because we are looking for an angle, we start with the shift button, and in this case we are dealing with the function cos. So therefore we say shift cos of 0,4, which is the ratio, and we get an answer of 66,4, correct to 1 decimal place. And 66,4 degrees, because once again, remember, all your angles will be measured in degrees. The last part, we've got 3 tan theta minus 1 is equal to 2. So what we have to do is we have to isolate the tan theta before we can solve for theta. So we do that by taking the -1 over to the right-hand side. So we get 2 plus 1. So we get 3 tan theta is equal to 3. Therefore, dividing both sides by 3, we get that tan theta is equal to 1. Now, in order to work out the value of tan, we once again will use our calculator, and we start with the shift button because we are looking for an angle. So we go shift, tan of the ratio, and that gives us an answer of 45 degrees. You have to be able to use your calculator to work out a trig ratio when you are given the angle, and you also need to be able to work out the angle when you are given the ratio. So make sure to practice all of your calculator skills. You will need them as we carry on with this section.